Hello, I'm Tim Krul. Welcome to Norwich City Central.
What's going on? Norwich City Central back here for another video. This is going to be my Norwich versus Birmingham match preview plus predicted 11. I've just listened to Daniel Farke's press conference and there's some bad news which I will get into in this video regarding some injuries. But no, Friday night under the lights at Carrow Road and I'm really looking forward to it. Let's make Carrow Road a fortress. It's going to be a tough game against Birmingham. Birmingham are sitting in 8th place, but what an opportunity if Norwich can win to distance themselves away from the playoffs and really try and target a top 2 spot. Norwich City, 1 win in 4, so it's now time for Norwich City to start winning. A lot of tough fixtures coming up, so this is going to could potentially be a make or break, and we're going to see whether Norwich City have the calibre to finish in the top 2 spot. But let's get into the predicted 11 and Tim Krul in goal. Been man of the match in the last 2 games, he's been excellent. A back 4 of Jamal Lewis, Christoph Zinnerman, Ben Godfrey and Max Aarons. Some bad news about Tim Closer, he's injured and he's out for at least 2 weeks. If he has surgery, it could be up to 6 weeks or possibly a couple of months or even 2 to 3 months, Daniel Farke said. So that's bad news. Hopefully Tim Closer is only going to be out for 2 weeks. If it's a long-term injury, it's going to be really, really annoying. But Ben Godfrey and Christoph Zinnerman have had a really good partnership. They was excellent against West Brom, excellent away at Blackburn. So hopefully they can do well, and the full-backs as well. Max Aarons and Jamal Lewis have been excellent. It's great to have Jamal Lewis back. I thought he played very well against West Brom. Central defensive midfield partnership of Tom Tribal and Mario Ranjic. Some other bad news, Alex Tettey is out for a couple of weeks. Daniel Farke expects him to return against Ipswich, but nevertheless, losing a player like Tettey with his leadership skills is really disappointing. And I mean, there's plenty of stats which come out which suggest when Tettey plays, we have a much higher winning record. So that's bad. But Tom Tribal, it's his opportunity now to really show what he's all about. It's a squad game, and Tom Tribal was excellent last season. Hopefully he can find that form, because so far this season I don't think we've seen the Tom Tribal of last season. Mario Ranjic, in the central midfield spot, he's been excellent, I think, this season, and a very, very good replacement for Mo Leitner. 3 attacking midfielders now of Onel Hernandez. I think he's been excellent. You know, he brings something different, doesn't he, to what other teams can, what other players can bring. His pace is always very frightening. And Marco Stiepermann, hopefully he'll be back for this game, and I think he's been brilliant. And when West Brom pressed us last game, the problem was we went long ball and Pukki didn't particularly hold the ball up well. And what Marco Stiepermann can do, he can hold the ball up and bring others into play, and he's got some goals in him now as well. A great player, one of the most underrated players in my opinion, Marco Stiepermann. Emi Buendia on the wing, love his work rate, top guy, and Teemu Pukki up front. He's the guy to score the goal. So Jordan Rhodes and Kenny McLean could both easily start, but yet again I would bench them just because I think Marcus Stiepermann's got to start, and I'm not sure how you can have Jordan Rhodes, Marcus Stiepermann and Teemu Pukki all in the starting 11. You could possibly put Kenny McLean on the wing, but I think that's the team Daniel Farke is going to go with. But let's talk about Birmingham, and it's going to be a really interesting game, this one, because Birmingham play very different to Norwich City. They have won the most aerial duels this season, and Gary Monk plays a very direct style. So I think this game is going to be all about how we deal with crosses and set pieces. I think Ben Godfrey and Christoph Zinnerman have shown they can do well, but then I recall going back to Bolton at home where he was really poor at dealing with crosses. So Christoph Zinnerman and Ben Godfrey are going to have to be switched on, and I worry Norwich City lacking a leader in defence. I think that's going to be my big worry. But if we can hold out, Birmingham have also had the lowest possession in the whole league, so it's going to be attack versus defence, and we're going to have to make sure when Birmingham do put crosses in the box and win set pieces, we're on our game. And if we can do that, I think we can win this game. But Lukas Djukovic is their main man, their top scorer for Birmingham with 10 goals. They also plays up front with Che Adams. They play a 4-4-2. So yeah, Birmingham play a very direct style, and we're going to have to be on our A game defensively to keep a clean sheet. And it's going to be really critical we do, because Birmingham defensively have shown that they've got a lot of quality. But Norwich City, 1 win in 4. It's not really top 2 calibre, but what Norwich City have shown in their last recent games is an ability to come back, against Nottingham Forest, against West Brom and against Brentford away. So many late goals to, rescue points for Norwich City, but Norwich do need to start better. This is the stat, I think, the stat of the whole championship. Norwich City, if games finished in the first half, Norwich City would be 22nd out of 24 teams. They'll be in the relegation zone. I think that shows we're starting the first half so poorly, and although we're recovering in the second half, I'm not sure if it's sustainable if we can keep coming back time and time again. Obviously we're doing it, but in order to get a top 2 spot, you need to show some consistency in the first half as well. But that's my main concern. But if Norwich City can start well in the first half, then we're on to a winning formula, because in the second half we look so good. But yeah, And also as well with the goals we've scored, Jordan Rhodes in the 82nd minute, Tim Closer in the 83rd minute against Brentford. And, you know, in the recent games we're showing we've got a different style as well. You know, sometimes we can pass through teams, and sometimes as well we've got the ability to win balls in the air from crosses. Jordan Rhodes is a poacher. What a sub to bring on. And from corners as well, we are actually scoring a lot of goals this season. It's just defending them, which is the problem. But no, it's going to be a tough game, this one. Obviously, Alex Tetty and Tim Closer are crucial injuries. In particular, Alex Tetty, I think he's such an underrated player. But, you know, I think we've certainly got the calibre to win this game. But with Birmingham coming up, Sheffield United coming up, Leeds coming up, and then Ipswich at home, we're going to see whether Norwich City have the calibre to be a top 2 side. And with 1 win and 4, Norwich City need to sort that out if they want to do that. I'm going to go for a 3-1 Norwich City win. Pukki to get a goal, Steepman to get a goal, and Emi Buendia. Please leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. Subscribe to Norwich City Central, and I'll see you later.